What is up, guys? It's your boy James, aka Double D2781, and today I'm with Derek, aka Double D781. And basically, what we're here today to do is, a very, very long time ago, I saw a video by Coaster Studios explaining terms and slang used by coaster enthusiasts.
Yes.
And that gave me an idea. Well, our channels are getting kind of old.
Are we that old already?
So to understand some of the jokes that you're hearing now, you kind of have to understand 6 years straight of lore, and every month there's something new.
The lore of the two idiots.
Of the two idiots. That may also be explained.
Yes.
And so we thought we'd make a video just explaining at random in this beautiful Fisher's Popcorn bucket, explaining
Go to Ocean City and try Fisher's Popcorn. It is
delish.
Very nice.
Explaining some of the terms that we use in our videos. We'll start with the most important six. First term we'll talk about is Triple J. Who is Triple J? That's
this
me.
guy.
That's me right here. We'll get to Double D soon, don't worry. Where does Triple J come from? I'm so sorry that I had to see that. Okay, well, Triple J, in high school, I kind of wanted to make an Instagram account. I never did, though. But someone had an idea to call myself at RealJJJ. Where did you get that from? I don't know. But then Derek had an idea to just shorten it, have fewer syllables, and call myself Triple J.
Triple J.
It means is that James and James and James 2, which is from a YouTube poop by Thomas 1 ever to Henry 3.
Is that James and James and James 2?
Big influence on my love of YTPs. Now, where does 755 come from? You hear Triple J 755. Where's the 755? Well, Derek and I were in the Boy Scouts. We are actually Eagle Scouts. Not was, is, are.
We are.
We are. That's a proper grammatical term. One time we were at a meeting in the outdoors, and someone asked for a time. Someone said it was 7:55, and then somehow everyone started making a rap about the time. 7:55, 7:55, 7:55, 7:55, 7:55, 7:55, 7:55. Oh yeah. I better not laugh too loudly. We're in the library. Be quiet, motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. And so I just thought, I'll add it to my name. Yeah. And now
there you go.
That's the username I use for basically everything. Now the other name you'll see is Double D2781. I'll let Derek explain that.
So during in 2018, May, I believe.
Yes.
We went
May 12th.
We went on a camping trip to Antietam Battlefield.
That's where he thought of Triple J.
Yes, that's where I thought of Triple J, and I thought, maybe I should have a name for myself. So I just thought, you know what, Double D, because my first name, Derek, starts with a D, and double, it's alliteration, so Double D, and then 2781, it's literally just a random number that for some reason I have fun saying, specifically like this, 2,781!
I thought 781 comes from the drop of a coaster made in Planet Coaster.
Actually, no.
Oh, it's just a coincidence.
It's just a coincidence.
Oh. They have nothing in
They have
common.
nothing to do
Or
with each
do
other.
they?
Or do they?
They used to be soft jokes. They're going to be very common on our channels.
We actually watched the Spooky Coincidences video earlier today.
That's right. When I drove Derek here, I don't need to be here. Later we're going to explain University of Spoyne, and I basically came to help Derek with his move-in, and now we're at their library. More on that later. So 781 is related to the coaster. It's just random. It's a coincidence.
2781 is the full because it's 2,781.
2,781. It sounds like we're constipated. Okay, what's next? Okay, there are a couple of city names that you have to know on our channel. We live on the eastern shore of Maryland.
Yes.
And the geography of our YouTube channel universe is different from real life. There are 3 city names you have to. There are a couple more, but there are 3 cities you
Main
have to
city
know.
names. Yes.
Yeah, the first one is England. England, Maryland. Yes.
Yes.
England is literally our city.
England is my city.
Yes.
That's of course from that terrible Jake Paul song.
To me, it's like funny, terrible, but
Yes.
when that
it's so
was
bad
released, we
that
were
it's
like,
good. It's just like England is my city. We're like, huh?
huh?
England is not a city, or
Is Yeah, so that's where we live. Basically, small town.
small town. Yeah.
it's-
Rusted
it's-
rural country.
Rusty World Country is filled with Rusty World Country. That's from a George Carlin.
Mm-hmm.
Get used to George Carlin. You're going to see him a lot on this channel, even though he's dead.
Yeah. Or is he?
George Carlin doesn't let a minor inconvenience like death get in the way of accomplishing his goals.
Yes.
Get used to George Carlin, Vsauce jokes, lots of things. It's basically surrounded by cornfields, or as we like to say,
Cornfields.
The metro from Westport reaches there just barely.
Fishers is popcorn.
Yes, Ocean City does exist in the YouTube universe, but the big city in this area, in the YouTube universe, is Westport. Westport is the county seat of Westport County, and it's a nice city. If you want to buy stocks and bonds, you go there. If you want to go to the beach or the beach, you go there. Triple J Oceans was there, a part that made in RCT2. But the metro there is kind of expensive.
And
but
they stole my money. I'll never let them forget that. I'm coming for you, Omar.
Wamara, Westport Metro Area Rail Administration, something
Yes.
like that. And if you think you can escape the metro by driving, you've made a big mistake, my friend. The driving there is shit. Literally,
No
one time it
thanks.
took us like 2.5 hours to drive like 15 miles into the city.
That was bullshit.
It's bullshit. But once you get into the city, it's very walkable. It's very fun. Like, they built all those
Yes.
highways in the 50s, and the residents are like, let's not do that from now on.
Here, let's not.
Let's not. Yeah, it's a great city. It's some of the most expensive rent in the country, though. But
Yeah.
we go there.
Nutty nuts.
We go there occasionally. It's a lot of fun. And there's a third city you have to know. It's not in Westport County.
Right.
It's in Somerset County. It's called Sployne.
Sployne. That's where we are
Sployne?
right now.
Yes, that's where you are. Sployne is different from all the other towns, you know. I mean, you know the area too, so feel free to explain with me.
Yes.
Basically, the village was made by 2 guys, which we'll get to their name later, and they basically kidnapped some villagers and put them in houses, and then forced the villagers to trade with them. It's kind of
Yeah.
almost seems like something you do in
A block game.
Yeah. That is very strange.
What a strange coincidence.
Hmm.
But it's a very fun city. It's there are no cars there. Only emergency vehicles are allowed.
Yes.
Literally the only parking
It's
lot in the city is for
extremely
the
walkable.
is for the university, which we'll get to soon. Yeah, it's kind of fun place, except you literally never see the villagers go out of their houses. But if you talk to them about it, they just don't seem to mind.
Yes.
They don't mind. It's great. It's kind of difficult getting into the city, though.
Yeah, there's kind of like a whole convoluted process. It's very
You
very
can't just
complicated.
drive there.
Right, you can't just drive there. It's not that simple.
Yeah, we'll spare you the details for now because these are
Yes.
just the basics. And then finally, University of Sployne. That's
Yes.
where I got my degree.
And that's where I still go.
Yes, it's a very great college. I highly recommend. It has an
Yes.
acceptance rate of 15%.
Yes, 15%, but
Don't let that scare you. Don't let that
the
scare you.
only reason why is mostly the locals apply there, and well, the locals aren't exactly very educated, shall we say?
Right. Good people, of course. They
Right?
They
yeah,
just
they're very friendly.
they just don't have formal education. Almost like they're
A block game.
villagers.
Yeah, that's kind of strange.
Sployne's like if
A block game.
villager trading hall was an actual place. It's quite great, but it has a university, which it's very cool place. I met many friends there, like Skake Jupe,
Skake Jupe,
Noah
yes.
Zark, Stephen Derrick, and of course, Derek. Derek goes to University of Spoyne. If you want to see more about it,
there.
no,
course.
we met like years ago.
Yeah,
If you want to see
way
more of
back.
the campus, look at my video called "Derek Visits Me at University of Spoyne." That
I'll
gives you
put
more
that
of
up
the details.
in the corner. There, here.
And if you're
where-
watching my video, link in the description.
wherever it is.
I still don't know how to do the top right corner. And then the last basic one we'll cover is the two idiots. The story is these two idiots. They first make a mentioned appearance in my series called How to Play
A block game.
1.16. And basically, I hate to do all the talking. Feel free to do some talking too. Basically, the two idiots are the founders of the town of Spoyne and University of Spoyne. And
yes,
they run
they
everything.
built it all. Everything. Like the houses.
All of it by themselves.
Yeah. Just two guys.
And we thought it was funny that they're called the two idiots. The town is run by idiots.
It's run
the
by
two idiots, as the Spoynians say. Spoyne has its own accent. The story is these two idiots, and we
Yes.
think that was kind of funny. So
And,
we're
and
not.
a lot of them can be like, yes,
Yes, maybe, no.
yes, maybe, no.
Which is another
That's kinda
joke
what they
that's
sound like.
actually in here.
Yes.
Now we're not the two idiots, as far as we're aware, but we thought that was kind of quite funny. So
Yeah.
often, I say I am stupid idiot
And sometimes I say I am dumbass idiot.
when I first thought of that, but Derek didn't think of that. He had a great question. If we are the two idiots and I am stupid idiot, then what kind of idiot is Derek?
Well, the answer is I am dumbass idiot.
Quite funny. Okay, now we're finally going to pick
Yes,
them
we're
at
gonna pick
random.
them.
I'll let Derek pick one
All right.
first. There are like 40 jokes there. We're not going to go to all of them, just the first 10 or 15, depending on how long you want to go.
All right, I got one. What we got here? Okay, here it
Okay,
comes.
here it comes.
Okay, here it comes.
This comes from my series How to Play
A block game.
1.18, one of my favorite series.
Yes.
It's a choose your own adventure. Sometimes you live, sometimes you die. But one of the deaths is means like, okay, Joe, I'm going to let Joe is my horse, my talking horse.
Yes.
I'm going to let the creeper explode, which will take it out of the equation. It'll explode a hole in your cage, and you can get out. And Joe's like, sure, okay, I see him explode all the time. I can handle this. Okay,
Here it comes. And then the
Explodes.
creeper
It's like,
explodes. And then you die.
Joe lived, but I died. And then we often say, okay, here it comes. Like when we're on a roller coaster.
Yes, like when we're approaching the top of the lift hill. Okay, here it comes. Alright, now
All right.
James will pick one.
Dangling coaster.
It's a dangling coaster, which means that you're sitting in a chair with your legs dangling. It's a dangling coaster. It's a dangling coaster. It's a dangling coaster. It's a dangling coaster with your legs dangling.
This comes from back when we know a channel called Coaster
Coaster
College,
College.
which used to be called GP2 Enthusiast, and he used to have a series called Debunked, which Derek now has the spiritual
Yes.
successor of. And basically, there's no such thing as a dangling coaster, alright? It's made up. But
Made up.
as a there was a clip that said the Wicked Twister is the dangling coaster change.
Yes, from a top 5 central video, and he was talking about Wicked Twister.
And then there's
Wicked Twister.
he's dead.
Wicked Twister.
Dead.
And also
Rest in
one of the
peace.
videos you debunked.
Yes.
The dangling. Basically, whenever we get off a coaster that has no floor for you to put your feet on, it's a dangling coaster.
Which
just
means that
completely
you're
as a joke.
sitting in a chair with your legs dangling beneath you.
Yes.
That is a quote from the video, by the way.
Yeah. Alright.
Alright,
Now you
now
pick
it's
one.
my turn. Alright, this one. We're going to die! Everybody panic! Run for your lives! Oh no!
Now, this also comes from How to Be
A Block Game.
1.18. It's the very
Yes.
first possible death.
It's the first possible death.
And
what
basically,
happens is
I asked my props master to get my phone that I left at the ice cream store, but without the props
Yes.
master, there's no props.
Yes,
His name's
there's no
Cameron.
props.
He's a cool guy. So it was empty. But one of my lighting designers made it nighttime, and so logically it became night outside, and that
And then-
means all the monsters come. And at first I was like, okay, don't panic. It's not like we're going to die. And then it turned night, and then I say, we're going to die. Everybody panic, run for your lives. Oh no!
and then you get exploded by a creeper.
And then you die. Don't mention what happens next. That's also might be in here.
Yes.
Well, just in case we don't pull that out, I often like using this Microsoft clip that
Yes.
says you have died. Go to link description to try. That was originally for How to Play Minecraft 1.18, but now we use it for every time we die, regardless of whether or not there's a link in the description. Okay,
Yes.
another one.
Another one.
Oh, this is a long one.
Oh.
That's what she said. What is a chain lift launch system or lift launch system? Chain lift.
Oh, this is a fun one. So this was back in 2020, like the tail end of 2020.
Oh yeah, it didn't even make it to that year's greatest moments of the year just because it was released so late.
Yes. And we were doing a debunking video similar to GP2 Enthusiast back when he was called that.
Yes.
And
He has
in
good
the
content
video,
now, of course.
In the video, it was talking about Superman, Ride of Steel, I believe.
One of them. There's
of
three
them.
of them.
One
I
of
mean,
the
two
one
them.
of the Superman mega coasters, and the guy in the video said this mega coaster has a chain lift launch system.
And then I immediately said, "What is a chain lift launch system?" And Derek said,
It's like Hulk, but it uses a chain lift, or tornado at Bakken.
Huh.
That's probably the best example
Huh.
of a chain lift launch
I guess
system.
that answers that, but we just like answering that question.
Yes.
Asking that question. And also, I have a shirt of Yukon Striker Cam's Run. I went to that park once, and at the back, it says Lift Launch System Chain Lift Hill. So basically, the chain lift itself is a chain lift launch system. The entire lift hill is now called a Lift Launch System Chain Lift Hill.
Yes.
That's where that joke comes in. Oh, okay, we've done 4. Okay.
So I pick now. Okay. What's this one? Ready for the drop?
what?
You ready for the drop?
Alright, so this one comes from a Coaster Idiots video.
Yeah, El Toro Ryan.
El Toro Ryan, yes. They were getting their last rides on Wildcat before it closed and got RMC.
Rest in peace.
And then there's
Wildcat.
he's dead.
Wildcat.
Dead.
And they were on the Hershey's Kissing Tower.
At Hershey Park.
And
How
then-
can we forget?
And then they were like looking out the window, and then Ryan was like ready for the drop, and then Uncle Nate is there holding his hands out like this, and he's like, "It's gonna be a drop tower."
And then you hear a click.
And then you hear like a click of death and people screaming, and Uncle Nate raises his body up like it's a drop
I
tower.
should do that. Yeah, technically that's El Toro Ryan's joke, not ours. But we
like to use it.
it's kind of funnier to us than it was to him. So we use that a lot, like
Yes.
on a roller coaster, as well as "Okay, Here It Comes," which we talked about
Yes.
earlier. And we went on the Hershey's Kisses Tower not too long ago. So
Yes, and we each made shorts about that.
That's right. Feel free to go into my shorts to get that.
Mine
thing.
too.
El Toro
Go
Ryan's one
check
of
it
my
out.
favorite coaster enthusiasts. We talk coasters a lot on this channel.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a Six Flags Magic Mountain shirt here. Of course.
Yeah, you went
we
to
talk
that part.
about World.
I don't have a coaster shirt on right now. Our next joke is Wild West Express chain lift. We were just there like a week ago.
Yeah, we were. That's true.
Yeah, just so you could ride Tumbleweed and make a new soundbite of it. Now, Wild West
Finally.
Express is a coaster at Adventure Park USA in Frederick County, Maryland.
which
And-
we like to call
Adventure
Adventure Shit USA or Adventure Crap USA.
Yes.
Because if you take park and spell it backwards, it becomes crap.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fun park. We're not using these swear words with malice, but it's kind of overpriced and the
Yeah.
rides aren't that great. But one great thing about the Coastal Wild West Express is when you listen to the anti-rollbacks, we also say chain lift, but it's actually an anti-rollback system on the coaster.
Yes.
It kind of sounds funny, and so Derek and I both adapted that into our parks videos.
Yes.
And then the sound, whenever a coaster goes up the lift hill, with exceptions, very few
There are
exceptions.
some exceptions.
Like all coasters by manufacturer aerodynamics are exempt. And of course, Wild West Express itself is exempt.
And also some coasters by RMC, just because they kind of have their own funny lift sound.
Yes.
Because
And-
it's very loud.
And also very old vintage wooden coasters are exempt, like Jackrabbit at Kennywood. But no one else is safe.
No
And
one
so
is
if
safe.
you watch one our parks videos and you hear a funny sound when a coaster goes up the lift hill, that's Wild West Express.
Yes.
We just thought we'd adapt that in one of our videos. Is it your turn or mine? I think it's yours. Okay, you went first.
Yeah, you picked Wild West
me,
Express.
You.
All right. It's Porny. So this one's pretty simple. So basically, what you do, Porny Dark is what we like to call Dorney Park, because
Dorney
if you
Park.
take the D and the P and you switch them, it becomes Porny Dark.
And
That one's
it's funny
pretty
because porn. We
Yes,
went
it's-
there in May.
We did, yes. Go
uh,
check out that video.
3 months ago. Yeah, check out that video. It's one of my favorite parks videos.
Yes.
And Derek's is very funny too. Well, we don't want to explain everything we
Yes.
learned there.
I rode my 100th coaster there.
And 3 dangling coasters.
Yes.
So if you hear Pony Dark, it's Dorney Park.
Yes.
Oh, this is another one.
Well, that's a long one.
Your gravitational acceleration. Your gravitational acceleration vector is behind the normal force vector.
But basically, your gravitational acceleration vector is behind the normal force vector.
This comes from in 2021 when I was talking about my 10 most underrated roller coasters of all time, like coasters that everyone says are just mediocre or bad, but I thought were good. One of them was Fahrenheit at Hershey Park. Now,
Yes.
the video was published in April 2021, but I wrote the script in December of 2020. And back in December of 2020, I was still a civil engineering major, but then I decided to change my major. And trying to talk like an engineer, I was trying to explain what creates the falling feeling on the Fahrenheit roller coaster.
Right.
Which does in fact have the steepest drop
Amongst
amongst all
all
roller
roller
coasters. No, it doesn't.
No.
No. It's from a GP
Yes.
list clickbait video. I believe it's also where Dangling Coaster is from originally, so that's quite fun. And then how do I explain the falling feeling on Fahrenheit? Your gravitational acceleration vector is behind the normal force vector. Yeah, that makes sense. In December of 2020 it did. But when I showed it to Derek in March of 2021, I was like, okay, what was I on for this? And so
What does that mean?
what does that mean? And then I
And at
made
the-
like a
at-
diagram, a physics
And
diagram.
he also says this creates a certain type of falling feeling you can only get on these rides. To put it simply,
even though it's not simple at all.
it's not simple. We don't
I
even
tried
know what it means.
so hard to sound smart, but I couldn't. That's why no, it's not why I left engineering. Or
Is
is it? Yeah, Fahrenheit's such a special roller coaster. So now every time a coaster has beyond vertical jump, we say your gravitational acceleration vector is behind the normal force vector. Except no, it only happens on Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit's special. However, when a coaster does have the beyond vertical jump, like Impulse at Knoebels, we say the first thing we noticed about the ride was the Fahrenheit roller coaster. Okay, I'm these Mike. Wait,
No, it's my turn.
Oh, I lied. Well, sort of.
Okay, what is this?
Wow, this is already 20
This is one that we just did.
Oh.
This is Andrew Reed Jimson. No.
No, 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 no.
So I like making YouTube poops of Six Flags coaster announcements. Unfortunately, they don't make the annual ones anymore, but at one
Dang
point, in my very first one from November of 2020, I had the announcement say, oh, overall, it looks like 2020 is going to be bigger, better, whenever. And then there's a clip of Jim Reed Anderson, the then CEO of Six Flags, saying, where no park has gone before. And I just took his no and then just had to say that over and over again. No, 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 no.
And
Link
also,
in the description if you're interested.
Also, Andrew Reed Jimson, you switch Jim and Ander. And
Andrew
Jim
Reed
Reed
Jimson.
Jim Reed Anderson becomes Andrew Reed Jimson.
Yes.
Yes.
Which was the best Six Flags CEO of my lifetime. Salim Basoul, please resign.
So please resign.
Okay.
What we got?
Super duper loop. Six Flags Magic Mountain. We got to the joke.
Super duper looper at Six Flags Magic Mountain.
Six Flags Magic Mountain.
So a long time in 2021, I tried doing a series called Coaster Type of the Week. I just thought it was kind of not really that good. I'm good at playing RCD2 on Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 on my channel, but not really good at teaching it. But
Yes.
there's one video that I thought I'd just finish just because it's on my computer taking space. It was about the looping coaster or Schwarzkopf looping coaster, and I gave some examples, right? So the first one I said was Revolution, now New Revolution at Six Flags Magic Mountain, and then for some odd reason I said Super Duper Looper at Six Flags Magic Mountain. And I did not notice until Derek told me to listen to it the very next day.
Yes.
When we were going to Six Flags America in 2021. I did not.
Yeah.
It completely passed peer review. It completely went past my ears. It just sounded correct until the next day. And I gave us permission to make fun of me for that whenever
Yes.
possible. And whenever you go to Super Duper Looper at Hershey Park, God, it feels like there's a syllable missing now. That feels wrong. And also, there's an annual video called Shut on every
Yes.
April 1st. And in Shut 2, my editor made me say Super Duper Looper is at Six Flags Hershey Park.
Yes.
And in that universe, Six Flags Magic Mountain and Hershey Park switched places.
Yes.
That's why sometimes we call Hershey Park Six Flags Magic Mountain.
So right
as a
now
joke.
I'm wearing my Hershey Park shirt.
Look, clear, look.
It says
Hershey Park. Oh wow.
Oh,
Huh,
I
why don't
guess
we make-
that's the next one. Wait,
Why don't we-
did you pick that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's the random one.
Okay.
And I'll let you pick the next one just because I kind of picked that one.
3
A block game.
pillagers. This should be interesting.
Since it was your idea, I believe you should explain this.
Yes, so what happened is during the Waldemir and Cedar Point trip back in June of 2022, we were at the Lake Erie Lodge,
Yeah,
and
good old tell.
we just had a random idea of like a funny video idea where 3
Block game.
pillagers would
Based on
Block game.
pillagers that I wrote in, like, how to pay.
A block game.
This
Right.
is Derek got the
like
idea of putting them in real
1.16
life.
and 1.18. Yes, we had the
Yes.
idea of bringing them to real life and having them try to break into our hotel room from the outside.
And then when they couldn't do that, they tried to find us at the park.
They tried to find us
I
at
will-
Waldemir.
I will let you find out for yourself whether they were successful or not. They also tried
Right.
again at Dorney Park or Pony Dark.
Yes.
And each one has their own voice. Raider
Yes.
1 is kind of like the most calm of the 3. He just talks normally like this.
With the slight
British accent.
British accent.
Raider 2.
Raider 2 kinda talks like this.
But he is smarter than you think. He's a very excellent planner, so don't let that fool you.
And Raider
And Raider 3 is my favorite. He always has his hand
Yes.
pointing up like this.
Raider 3 always
He's
has
the
his
spike
finger pointing up
accent.
and he talks like,
And he talks like,
we need to buy Wally cards.
he's the accountant of the group. Which gave me a theory. did he go to University of Spoil? He'd say things like, every experienced raider.
Every experienced raider.
When did he graduate? I guess maybe the student loans were too much for him, and he became a raider. But there's also mystery 4th raider who has a non-speaking appearance in How to Be
A block game.
1.16 Part 4. We don't know what he sounds like, but sometime between then and 1.18 he left.
Yeah, he left.
I guess that's lore that we need to figure out eventually. And
Yeah,
in
maybe
real
at
life,
some
Dirk
point.
plays all 3 raiders.
Yes,
And
I put
we
on my
pretend
hoodie
we have
and I
no
played the
idea.
Raiders.
We never see them, but they see us. I
Yes.
said you would choose the next one.
Here comes Skyrocket at Kennywood failed launch.
So I was at Kennywood in October on my way back from buying a car in Erie because Westport County cars are ultra expensive. So I thought maybe I'll just buy the car somewhere else. And I have lots of family in Erie, so they helped me buy a car. And on the way back, I thought I'd go to Kennywood Park. It's in Pittsburgh, well, near Pittsburgh. Sure, it was a very fun time. One of the coasters was Skyrocket, and I wanted to ride it again in the evening, but it had kind of a malfunction. The launch didn't work. I have a clip of it going. It was like... And so, most of the time when I have a coaster like stopping at the
Yes.
station, I play that noise. That's
Yes.
where it comes from. It's from Skyrocket at Kennywood.
Yes,
Oops,
it goes.
it broke. Sorry.
That's
Okay.
probably another joke.
Alright,
That's somewhere in here.
How many
I
do we
think
do?
we've done 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 12.
6, 7, 8, 9, 12.
Yes.
You are such an expert counter.
maths.
Stupid bird outside.
I'm going to place this fish in this barrel.
Stupid bird outside!
This is okay. Long time ago in 2019. I don't think I was even 18 when I filmed the video. I made a trailer for How to Play
A block game.
1.14 because the update was out for like a month then. But I always do the update video like 2 months after. Not anymore though because I don't play
A block game.
anymore because of the
The chat report feature, which is socialist.
Great. Now we're gonna have to explain that. Or do we? So
Or do we? I mean, if we pick it out, we'll explain it, but there's probably going to be a part 2, so...
yeah, there's definitely going to be a part 2. We'll do it when we feel like it.
Right.
And back then, I didn't record videos with Bandicam, like what the computer would see. I would just have a tripod and the iPhone or whatever filming the computer screen like that. And that led to some problems. Like, I mean, you gotta get started somewhere with YouTube, but
Yeah. I did that
I was
too.
saying, I was talking about how you can catch a fish and put it in, like barrels are new, and when I was explaining that part in the trailer for How to Play,
A block game.
still
There was-
quite a funny watch.
There was a crow outside
A
that went,
crow.
ah, ah, ah.
And then you could see, like, in the reflection on the computer screen, me getting up, going to the window, and saying, "Stupid bird!" and you can see the bird going away. And then I
Yes.
played that clip again at the end of the trailer.
Yes.
And then it was like one of the main jokes in the actual 1.4. Stupid bird! outside."
Stupid bird outside.
Yes. So that
Alright.
explains that. Okay, your last one.
What is this one? I'm blank, and this is fuck you.
Okay, this isn't actually our joke. It's from the Septic Foundry.
Yes, it's
you
from-
were on the trip, so you should explain it.
Yes, and I believe I introduced it to you, so
Yes.
I will explain this one. So the Septic Foundry on YouTube has a YouTube poop called Jesse Discovers Oswald's Deepest Secrets.
Yes,
and
it's based on the show Conspiracy Theory with Jesse Ventura.
Right, and in that, actually, at both the beginning and the end, Jesse Ventura says, "I'm Jesse Ventura, and this is fuck you."
I'm Jesse Ventura, and this is Up You.
The
And
show
fuck
is
you.
called
And fuck you is in reference to the name of the show. and what we decided to do is we decided to evolve that joke, where anything that inconveniences us could qualify for saying fuck you. So basically, we'd say, like, I'll give an example. In my Six Flags Magic Mountain video, when I realized Tatsu was closed, I play a clip that has
Salim Basul's
it has
face.
Salim Basul's face on top of Jesse Ventura, and it says, "I'm Salim Basul, and this is fuck you."
And it always has some very epic music playing afterwards.
Yes.
An example from my video is, I once showed you guys how to play Five Nights at Freddy's, specifically the first one, and then at one point I died, of course, and then I had
to Freddy,
and then I took a JPEG of Freddy's head and put it on top of Jesse Ventura in that scene, and it was like, "Whoa, I'm Freddy Fazbear, and this is fuck you." There are many more like that, but we have to move on.
All right, last one.
Please make a good one.
Give us the money.
Good one. Good one. You have died. Go to link in the description. Actually, I think we already kind of explained
We already
this
kind
one.
of explained that one, so
okay,
let's choose
one more.
a different one.
Oh, my bad. Oops. Please try again.
Oh, my bad. Oops. Please try again.
This actually originates from a Google Translate video where I was translating one of my old How to Play
A block game.
scripts, and there's
Yes.
one in 1.17 where I was having a birthday party for myself because candles were new to that update, and it was released around the same time as I was 20 years old, and the mistranslation was like the original thing is like oh, can you not put more than one candle on cake? Let's try again. And it was translated to please try again.
Please try again.
That would be like what
Yes.
someone else would say to me, not me saying it to
Yes.
myself. And we found that to be very funny. So in How to Play
Block game.
1.18, the three raiders return.
And then Raider 1 says, "What are you doing here, stranger?"
Which is from-
a line from How to Play
A block game.
1.16. And then
I was like, stranger, wait a minute. You're reading the wrong script, Derek. The file is right there.
I said, "Oh, my bad. Oops. Please try again."
And then we just move on with our lives within
Yes.
the video as if nothing ever happened.
Right. And in the video, I say, "Oh, my bad. Oops. Please try again," as myself,
As
voicing
myself,
the
not as a
Raiders.
character, just in the, like, virtually in the Raider costume, just saying, "Oh, my
We just
bad.
kind of break the fourth wall for a little bit there.
I love freaking the fourth
Yes.
wall. Just invading that the Raiders are actually actors. Like, you kind of see like my mock filming studio there, so it really is like breaking the fourth wall. We absolutely
Yes.
love that. And there are many, many, many other jokes, but this video is already too long. That's what she said. Oh, get used to Earthbound memes too. Those are going to be a
Yes.
lot every time
Earthbound
we
or-
say anything even slightly suggestive.
And if
That's
you're
quite
watching,
new, though.
if you're watching my channel, sometimes I use the Cyberpunk 2077 music. Like I'll have an example here. Welcome for coming.
So that's it. So thank you for joining us. Explain
Yes.
some of the jokes.
This was
I
a
hope
very
this makes
fun
sense. Or if you already knew them, I hope this is at least entertaining. And
Yes.
if you're watching this on my channel, I have a playlist called New to My Channel Start Here. If you're new to the channel, those videos are very helpful in getting caught up to
Right.
at least like 70% of
go-
why we're here today.
Go check out that playlist.
Yes,
For
and also
my
check
videos.
out Derek's channel too. He's
Yes, check
probably
out
better
James'.
at editing than I am, but both our videos are good in our
Yes.
own ways, which is why
Each
we
of them
make
are
our own
very
videos.
stylistic.
Which is why we make our own videos for like park trips, because
Exactly,
there might
and
be
that's
something
why
in
we're
one that
making
is
our
in
own
the other.
videos for this. We have 2 cameras.
So
One,
watch both.
2.
Become an idiot today.
Become an idiot today.
We are the 2 idiots, and you viewers are the regular idiots. If you subscribe,
Yes.
okay, here's the Venn diagram. If you subscribe to me, you are a James Tuner.
If you're subscribed to me, you are a subscriber.
If you are one of those two, you are an idiot.
And if you are subscribed to both of us, you are a professional idiot.
Contradiction of the century.
Yes,
Professional idiot.
oxymoron of the century.
Oxymoron.
That
Thank-
actually comes from my Knott's poop farm video.
Knott's very fun.
Knott's
Hey,
very
that's
farm
another-
video.
That's another joke we have. I have to explain.
Yes.
Knott's
Knott's Poop Farm. That comes from my Knott's Berry Farm video where
Yes.
I ride Tidal Twister. Rest in peace.
Wait a minute! That's at SeaWorld! You said you wrote Tidal Twister!
Alright, I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Well, now that Derek's gone, it's a good time to say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Post your comments below. Oh, you're back. Post
I
your
wrote
com-
Timberline Twister.
That's. But then it went
Rest in
defunct.
peace.
A week ago, when he wrote Tumbleweed Adventure Park USA, I raised a point. Well, as soon as you go on a kiddie coaster, does it break? We'll have to think about that. But for now,
Yes.
thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Post your comments below and thoughts on the video. And do me a favor and be sure to give this video a big old thumbs up. If you'd like to see more, be sure to subscribe. I don't know which way it is because it's mirrored. A shout goes to all those who provided photos for this video. If you'd like to see one of your photos and one of my videos, check out the description for further instructions. If you'd like to go more in depth with the two idiots, like our Facebook page for interactive discussions and behind the scenes footage. You can also follow us on Twitter. Until next time, idiots. Until next time. Oh right, that's it.
That's it. That's the end of the video. Beat it, get lost, scream.
Or you can rewatch the video if you want to. I'm alright with that.
Yeah, same here.